Good.
Hello, hi, good morning, everyone. It's morning here in London. It's almost 10 a.m. in the morning on the 27th of May, and we have Kike, our brother of love and light, and Yosan, our other brother, Yosan Pedro from Israel. Kike is in Spain. I'm in London.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. So this is the project that I think we should take in account, and why I'm doing this, and I'm following Mike Nassif instructions. And so this is the wire, and Mike Nassif always takes from the left hand the source, which is the gravitational, I think. Okay, so this side will be magnetical, and he just do like this, you know. It does like this, like one, and then you have one which is uh,
Is it not?
gravitational, magnetical.
But is it not the other way? The gravitational go to the right. So yes, okay. So you start from the
Yes,
gravitational.
this is going to my right. This is my right, so this is going to my right, gravitational, and then magnetical goes back.
Okay.
Okay,
Look at here.
so
Look at here. Kiki,
then, yes,
look, Mile.
uh,
Yeah.
a very big one.
Wait a minute. You see here? You see here?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. So this is Menashif pen.
Yeah. So and I'm using four of these, no? So I do like this, no? I do another one. Okay. Another one.
You
Another
do.
one.
Yeah. You
Four.
do eight for infinite. For
For
infinite.
infinite.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I tell you the reason. Okay. So the reason I do four, now it's four. One, two, three, four. Okay.
Yeah.
To get this. So four petals here, no?
Yeah.
So the reason is because let me just
Yes.
show it here in
Uh-huh.
You you breaking
yeah,
slow, speak slower.
yeah. So I, I was trying
Mhm.
to delete it
Oh, it's frozen.
and it doesn't go.
Yeah. Okay, Kiki Yosan, this is going to be quite a short recording because this is a free Zoom, so it's only up to 40 minutes. I think we have
Yeah,
an hour left, and then we will hop in again and we will continue in the next YouTube. Okay, this is the first part. Carry on.
yeah, no problem. I mean, it's not gonna be. I mean, the reason is this, no? So if you have a, let's say, a positive, which let me see, positive, okay, positive, and then negative, we have this. This is the positive, okay, and this is the negative. It's not writing. Let me see if I can. Okay. So this is the positive and this is the negative. Do you see?
Yes,
Okay.
I see. Thank you. Got it.
Okay.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Yes, yes,
So
I'm getting grip. Yes, genius. You're a genius. He's building.
so,
He's building an hexagram.
so the other way around is this one. Okay. And the other possibility is this one, and the other possibility is this one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. If let's say if we want to join this, I mean positive and negative, or positive and positive, in a ground or in a space, so we need a basic space that can be open or can be, let's say close, close and open. So there are, I mean, the different matches from all these is 8, and this is the Paqua. So that's why, you know, coming from a gravitational and magnetical, we have 8 possibilities. So that's why um, I make 8 of these. No, one going one side, another one going another side, another direction. So then we find 8, which is the Paqua. Okay, and the Paqua contains 8 by 8 is 64, which is the 64 tetrahedron. Uh, uh, yeah, the flower of life, isn't it?
Yeah. Kiki, when you were talking about the Pakua, it's the Chinese Pakua, it's the yin yang half, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is here, you know,
the black
and it is coming from
the white.
magnetical and gravitational.
Yeah.
It's coming from 2 possibilities, which is magnetical and gravitational.
Mm-hmm.
So which
Okay,
is the
now.
So the gravitational is the breaking line?
Yes, gravitational is breaking line. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you my understanding of how things are. Okay, so I believe in the middle of the space of the nothingness, let's say nothing exists. Okay, nothing at all exists, and all of a sudden a consciousness pops up or arises. So what this consciousness is going to think, what is going to do if that consciousness doesn't remember anything at all, and it doesn't have any point of view or perspective or anything? What a consciousness can do in the middle of the space, in the middle of the nothingness?
Yes.
What is it going to do? I ask you.
I know.
What will do a consciousness there? If the consciousness doesn't have any let's say notion of existence at all, there is no point of you know not there is nothing at all. Let's put it this way. All of a sudden your consciousness tree or your consciousness Yosan arise in the middle of the space. What is going to happen?
Oh, you mean to say the first thought?
Yeah, the first life in this universe
is love.
What will happen if you arise, if your consciousness arise in the nothingness, and you are nothing?
Yeah, what happens to you?
Yeah, because I had this vision, you know.
Yeah.
So if you, I'm going to put it here, no? If a consciousness goes in the middle of the space,
yes,
and needs a point of reference to know whether it exists, if it does exist or not exist. You know, how do you know if you really exist?
It exists because you noticed it.
Yeah, how do you notice? What is notice at that time? It's a feeling.
It's a feeling, yeah. As I was saying, it's a feeling, yeah, love.
And feeling is a cause or a result?
For me, it's a visual phenomena. I can see it.
Yeah. But you say I can see, so it's a result of seeing.
Yes, I can draw it for you. It's very complex constructions. It's not just one thing. I can see construction floating in nothingness.
Yeah. So now, okay, what is going to happen is the consciousness is going to look for existence.
Yes.
And how you will do is because you become restless without knowing what you're going to do or what you are exactly. So this restless is vibration. This is going and coming, going and coming, going and coming. And this vibration is wind, is windy. This is vibration, is the first, the first starting is restlessness, you know, vibration. You
There is
cannot,
movement. There is
or you
movement.
or you identify yourself with a nothingness that makes you stillness, make you still, not patienceless, makes you still. I'm still.
yourself. Yes, that is, if you identify yourself with nothingness, then you become still. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
But if you don't, if you don't know what you are, you know, the starting point is looking for something. So you have to go to look for something, to look
Yeah.
for a point of reference. So when you go, because there is nothing, in fact, you are coming. So you go at the same time that you are coming. So this is the beginning of the magnetical and gravitational in a form of wave or vibration.
Yeah,
So
okay,
this is the first form of energy, and is contemplated as air, the element air. Okay, so
I tell you what, I give you another realm to this,
yes,
because you live in a situation with the father, the mother, the people, the friends, and so on. So now, when you look at this situation, social situation, in the same time with this theory that you will see, you put them together, you in fact merge the heaven and the earth. This is the heaven is not in this vision. The heaven is in your situation, in your life situation, because you are alive. You are alive. This is a mystery. So by putting this forward, this understanding of nothingness and matters that float into nothingness, which is something that happens in consciousness, really, you may apply a new way with your life in general, in your business, in your friendship, everything,
yes,
because it's connected. It is connected. You cannot draw the connections. No, you cannot draw, but you can apply the connection by looking at this and looking at that, looking at this and looking at that. You know, so now when you do the project, in fact, your life is changing because of that. This is the result. So when you look how to move here, you can look at the technical, but you can also look at the grand picture, because you're moving, your life is moving. Our life is moving together. So it's the relationship between the two sides is established in your soul level, right? In your understanding, you establish a connection. So that's what I'm saying.
yes. This is correct. But I'm just was trying to explain why this gravitational and magnetical, it looks like a vibration. It looks like what I have explained, isn't
Yeah.
it? You know, you go one side and then go to the other side. You
Yes,
see?
we share the same perspective, and I believe Chui also share this perspective. Nashif as well.
Yes, I do.
Stefan also he takes another because he's a genius scientist. So his perspective on this is much more to the scientific side, and what he's doing in between the meta state and the application is liquid. He's adding different liquid in a glass, and he's putting a capacitor into the liquid. But he is now producing, he says, about 9 or 12 volts AC. AC is getting closer to produce whatever electricity type that he wants with this concept. So he's more genius than me in technical things. He's just genius.
Mhm.
But he's also sharing this perspective. So this space perspective becoming, common knowledge.
So anyway, just following up with the theoretical understanding, I suggest to do this four. Why four? No, because four is the base of these four possibilities of unity. You know, uniting magnetic mathematical and gravitational, we have four possibilities, and that's why I like to make four. No, so that's the point, no, of making four of these. No? So four petals, and like the trebles. No?
Yeah.
So yes, that's
So
why I think the four petals. So now whenever we have this, Magnusif says no matter how many turns you have, no? But I think we can make 64 out of this, you know? So we make
64
64,
turns, are you saying? 64
64,
turns. Yeah.
yeah, it will be 32 in one direction and 32 in another direction. And the reason why is because you have the base, which is 4, and you have the complete development, which is 64, the
so it's
flower of life.
32
Yeah.
32 each side.
So that is a base of completeness and a total fractal precision. So this is going to be our capacity,
Okay.
our MAGRAPH,
32.
because 32 going one side and 32 going the other side.
So what's in the middle, Kike?
In the middle are these four.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
Okay, so now I did these two, and then I start 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get 32, and then 32 going to the other side. So Magnusif talk about so many, no matter. He says it doesn't matter, and I think it doesn't matter. But if you get a pure fractal, it will be able to replicate itself. My vision, I don't know.
It's important. Important. I wanted to add something.
We can always try that out. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I wanted to add the number 32 in geometry. In Hebrew, it means heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Spot on, Kike. Thank you, Yosan, for clarifying that. Yep.
So again, we have a magnetical, and then this becomes any MAGRAPH, because so this is the base, and after having the base as a fractal, then you can do so many other turns in one way, the other way, because you have already the base as the 64, which is the flower of life, the 64 tetrahedrons, and so anyway, this can come inside of the cube, outside of the cube, and the cube is very important as well. It's something that has been proven, and so we make the cube, and we can do these things, and so this also petals, I'm working on the possibility to make turns here. Okay, so basically. One turn, and we will have something like this. Do you hear? Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
No, wait. I don't see him. I won't see it again.
Yeah.
It's like a double twin petal.
Yeah, double twin petal.
I don't see. Okay. Now, did you see the cube that Kike, that Nashif built with this?
No, not yet.
Because he took them and he made rounds with them, and he connected them in the way that original MAGRAPH was connected.
Yes.
So he made a round within a round to make the center bagel.
Oh, yeah. Right. Like a toroid, yeah.
You must see his video where he shows how to do it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I want to use this morning to, to see the video. So anyway, this is something like this, it's something like this. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, okay. That's what Nashif does.
Oh.
Yes. So according to him, every 2 turns of this middle and one half and one half is a neutrino.
Is what means?
Neutrino.
It's a neutrino, yeah.
Neutrino.
Yeah. Neutrino, yes. So here is the capacitor, and then what my next step, okay, is to use 12 or 24 of these capacitors, okay, according to 12 is like a radius,
Yes.
and then the cube in the middle. That's my and do an infinity loop with this. This is gonna be with no energy. It's just to be, in like creating an aura
Mm-hmm.
of the maggraph that we are using. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So,
Giving
Kike,
power.
that's it, right? So we're not using the baking paper and the aluminum foil and the ash coating and all that. It's just this, the
Yes.
battery capacitor. So you're gonna place it round. I suppose it can stand on its own like that because with the base of the twin petals, the four twin petals at the base, I guess it can stand on its own, all 24 like that around the cube. You're saying?
That's it.
Amazing.
I mean, my plan is to make 12, 12 of these, like a watch and a clock, 12.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, because Mr. Cash said that 12 is the minimum number to get a wheel standing by its own. If you have 11, it collapses. So 12 is the minimum.
I sent you the Nashif cube on the messenger, in the messenger. Either you see it there if you look at it.
Yosan, you are so psychic. I was going to ask you to send the link, and you did it without me telling you. Thank you.
So it will be like a watch, 12 of these things. And so it will be like this. Now, this is the cube. This will be the cube, and then we will have one like this. And the cube
That's
in
what
the
I
middle.
imagined. That's lovely. That's what I imagined. Yeah.
So it's like a sun, the cube is the center, and this is like a sun. And all this, because they have magnetical and gravitational, they become a sun. Okay, so this is an infinite loop because it's closed, it's not open, it's not to receive, not to give, it's just to generate an structure that in the middle we give power to the middle. In the middle there is the power, is the center of the sun, or the center of the toroid.
Beautiful. I love the idea. Kike, so what's inside the cube? Is it the PI cube kind of thing inside with the cones or with the maggraph coil?
Yeah, we can try both because I don't know exactly what to put in the middle. I will put a crystal ball, in the middle.
I love the crystal ball that you put inside your maggraph coils. I think that is awesome.
Yes, that is what I will push in. I prefer this than the cones.
That's wonderful.
So this is my idea, no? So I don't know whether and it's coming from the vibration that is coming from the very beginning of the universe, when there is the first consciousness waking up out of the nothingness. And, hello, nice seeing you there. So out of the nothingness, start to vibrate, looking for existence, looking for validation, and all of a sudden it comes the fire element, which is the consciousness realizing something is happening, and then the element earth comes with the conclusion that I exist. I exist because I am moving against the space. So I am active, space is something else, is not like me. So this is the first consciousness that you realize with the fire consciousness element, and then you materialize in a name, put in a name, I exist, and this is earth. So with the earth element as the, as the solidification or materialization of our awareness at that time, comes the element of water, which is the outcome of feeling good, of having realized something, so emotion comes at that time. So we have the four elements, which is air, which is moving, and then you realize something like a light, like the fire, no? So the consciousness is light, is fire. So you realize something, and then you have when you realize something, you have to put a name, because if I do like this and I say I realize this, so and you don't put a name, then you have nothing. But if I say form plus name becomes existence. So if I say, okay, I realize this is force, then you can see it, you can perceive as force. So anytime I do like this, you see force. You don't see only this, but you see force. So that's why element earth is becoming the way to label reality, upon consciousness or awareness. So after that, you have to feel emotion, because if you feel nothing, you forget. When you feel nothing with the people that is going and coming in the street, you forget them, because you're not connected. Emotion is connecting with them, somehow. If not, you forget. It's like not having experience, So we have the four elements, this one, air, fire is the realization of awareness, and then labeling, which is coming into existence, and then feeling good, which is water, is like feeling a good feeling or emotion. No, so that's the four also here, representing these four. Okay. And then we have another element, which is a space, which is the fifth element, because nothing exists from if a space is not there,
So,
and not put something in the middle of the nothingness. Nothingness is a space, actually. So that's why always we need the space between the different graphs, because it's the mother element or feminine element. Mother of everything is a space. Mother of the first consciousness is a space. A space is what we need to develop. A space is what we have to come back again. Everything comes out of a space and comes back from to the space. And also, if we explode the full universe, the space has the ability to integrate, in peace. It doesn't care. So
It's so beautiful.
it's element space, ultimate peace, element space.
Okay, so that's why you use four strands, because there are four elements that you've taken into consideration: water, earth, air. What's the other one? The last one, fire. Okay, is that what you meant by the four
Yes.
strands?
This is the explanation, because we have to settle the devices according to the four elements and the element space in the middle, of any twist.
Yeah.
And that's why we are respecting the mother five elements in all their respects, you see. So then we have the capacitor with everything, with the flower of life, four elements, five elements, everything. And then we are ready to fractal any energy or any materialization we need. So if we have a complete set of completeness in one only in one only device here, and we put 12 of these devices, it comes like the base of the full existence, full manifestation, I believe. No, I'm just talking out of the air.
So we have I think we have only about 6 minutes left, but once we kicked out from Zoom room, I'm going to set it up again with a number that I'm going to give you that code ID on the messenger. Okay, right?
Okay.
So then we hop in again for another 45 minutes or 40 minutes.
Can I add something?
Oh yes, sure, because I have finished. I mean, I was very quick.
You were. It's amazing. I love the concept. Can't
Yeah,
wait to build this together with you.
so first of all, I'm admiring the way that you built it on the screen because it demonstrates to many people. Afterwards, if you publish this video, many people will know how to build it. So this is, thank you so much, Kike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Kiki, for sharing with
Yeah,
everyone.
well, I hope it might be useful, no? It
Yeah,
might
so
be useful.
yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to say that I come from this understanding. I mean, the one that you presented now is my initial state, and I wanted to add something. When you say, when you call it words, first of all, there is two sides that I see. First of all, the Valencia project.
Yeah,
How does it sound to you? Because if you talk about words, then Valencia project or it sounds good to me. You can call it Valencia Plasma project.
I think it's my understanding is will be international plasma community because Valencia it doesn't matter, you know, the place where it's settled.
It
That's
matters.
right.
And
That sits
I
in
say,
very well with physics. Yes, thank you.
I say that it matters because there will be many communities that will call themselves. We will be part of the international community. But to identify our particular team, it's not consisted of everybody, but it consists in only a number of people that can be 4 people or 40 people or 140 people or 2,000 people still will be community that can be identified by, under the title, where the
yes,
title is
correct.
not,
Sure.
okay, the title is not important. The title is a word that you express, as I say, Kike, that is to call your attention, but it doesn't mean much more. Maybe later I know you better, then more added to it, but the title is changing also with my mood. If I feel like this, I call you Kike, and when if I call you like this, say Kike. So then the words is not so important. So when you use the title is important because otherwise, as you say, the energetic construction is not made, but as words, they can be changed each time. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah, I think then the yeah. So plasma international community Valencia
yeah.
Yes.
perhaps
Okay. Wait,
will be
let
there.
let me go to the next step because I'm thinking this matters from the beginning. So when you have this or that title to it, I can make a logo to it, and maybe Alex Crystal can make a logo for it. I can make a logo for it. I'm not obliged to make logo. I can try to make logo. You can try a few logos, but the logo is useful.
No problem. I will design the logo if you need me to. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
okay.
qualified designer. I'm fine. Thank you.
So you do the logo. Now, the next thing that I wanted to add here, because I have close developers that work with me, at a certain point in the future, I want to add, for example, Stefan 5 to this discussion or something 38. Else it depends on their readiness to talk. Some people can talk better, some people and some people talk about more about technical stuff. Some people are aware of this or aware of that. So I just wanted to say that this, generally speaking, we want to maybe add more people to the discussion, when we decide. So it's up to you. And what is else?
I mean, we are open.
Yeah,
I mean,
so but for the time being, we are only three of us, and then next time when Crystal will decide, or you will decide to allow more people into the conversation when we have established enough, uh, because this level is of establishment of this project.
Sure.
So I think it maybe take some time before we include other people, or you say different topics so that different topic can be technical topics. So like now you gave a lesson, so maybe other developers can join the lessons that you give and so forth.
you know, for me, Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Like you were saying that when you first came up with the idea of forming a community, a plasma community, Kike, you were saying that you want to get leaders to join the community so we can form a sort of a council.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Council.
Hmm.
Yeah,
With
also,
good people, with pure hearts, people who are
Yes.
light warriors in their own rights, who know about the divine mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, another thing, that's perfect, Crystal. I thank you. I wanted to also say that, you know, if we publish it, there are places to publish on which I think as well, for example, there's a